What's up, YouTube? I'm Josh, and this is Beard Meets Flavor. Today I got a special one for you. Today I'm going to show you a recipe that is much coveted by my family. It's a recipe for some Gringo tacos, as our special guest calls them, that I've literally been eating most of my life. Everybody that tries these things absolutely loves them. It is probably the most requested meal when we head out to Colorado to visit family. So today I'm going to show you guys the most amazing tacos you're ever going to have. They're super simple, absolutely delicious, and we got some tricks up our sleeves. First trick up the sleeves is I'm going to introduce you to our special guest, my mother. Come on down.
Hi, son.
Hi, Mom. All right, so this is my mother. She's in town from Colorado. She's watching the kid while the wife and I go away for the weekend to celebrate my birthday. So she's going to kind of help us walk through the tacos. So I'll just kind of give a quick rundown. We got some 80-20 ground beef. We talked a little bit in the last video. We're using a higher fat beef for this because, again, a lot of it's going to run out, so we want to maintain some of that flavor. We got some seasonings, some more seasonings, which y'all don't know me, but I absolutely hate ketchup. This is the literal only thing I use ketchup for in my house.
Secret sauce.
Although I did use ketchup in the last video as well, so I use it very sparingly. So, so we're gonna make home fried corn tortillas, which a little bit of work, right?
Right, but it makes the best tacos.
It's
I don't allow store-bought tacos in my house.
For sure. It's either soft tacos or homemade fried tacos. Okay. So we're going to shred some lettuce, dice some onion, cube up some tomatoes, and we'll make this thing happen. It's going to blow your mind. So stick around. We'll get going here in just a sec. Okay, so first thing we're going to do, we're going to brown off the meat. While that's browning, we'll go ahead and cut all the vegetables and all that stuff. So we've got a cast iron pan coming up to temperature, about a tablespoon of olive oil in there, just kind of coat the bottom. Mother, if you would do the honors. All right, so we're going to crack this, this beef in here. Now, when you're making these, do yourself a favor and make a shit ton, right? Because this is the best stuff for whatever, burritos.
Lots of leftover stuff.
Yeah. So
quesadillas, burritos, nachos, throw it on anything.
Absolutely. And I'm not a leftover guy myself, but
this he will eat.
This leftovers. I will eat leftovers. So, all right, so we got a little sizzle in there, which we all love. And so we'll go ahead and brown off the meat. Should have used a bigger pan, but whatever, you know. If I got it right the first time, it wouldn't be one of my videos. So we'll go ahead and brown off the meat. We'll get the vegetables and stuff chopped up. We'll bring you back as we're putting the seasonings in, and we'll go from there, right?
See you soon.
Perfect. All right, so we got everything chopped up, so you can kind of see we got the tomatoes nice and cubed. Make sure you get your finger in there because everybody loves fingers in food, right? Onions, same thing, nice small dice. Again, we talk about how you're going to eat, you know, the presentation, how it's going to be in the mouth. So you want your toppings to kind of be small bites, so that way, as you eat through the taco, you're getting the same kind of bite every time. Lettuce. You want just kind of nice, thin shreds. And we went with cheddar cheese. Do yourself a favor, tell them, Mom.
Never use prepackaged shredded cheese.
No.
It's a world of flavor difference. You have to have the fresh grated cheese.
Yep.
And always do yourself a favor.
No.
After you grate, taste.
Grate a little more than you think you're going to need, especially if you got people running around with, gritty little fingers and everything. So we got the beef browned off. So we're just going to drain the excess fat, and then we'll bring it back. We'll show you how we put the beef together. We'll show you how we do the taco shells, and then we'll eat. Okay, so we got the beef drained off. You can do it in many ways. My mom usually pushes the beef to one side and uses a spoon, and then puts it inside of an old pickle jar, and it's a big ordeal. I just take a colander, pour the beef in the colander over the trash can, and do it that way because it's easier. So
do it your way.
Do it your way. All right, so walk us through what we're doing here, Mom. What are we putting in this bad boy?
We're gonna start with our dry seasonings.
Okay.
Your salt.
Salt.
Your pepper.
Okay. So salt. What do we got? 2 pounds of beef here.
Yes.
All right. So I'm gonna use probably tablespoon, right?
Okay, and get some
Pepper
cracked in there. And you can do it to taste.
Yeah, I mean, this kind of thing, don't go too heavy right away.
I don't measure anything.
Yeah. Neither way. So don't go too heavy right away because you can taste this and then you can add. You can't take stuff out, so go there. What do we got next?
Some cumin, and we have some nice chipotle chili powder.
All right, so we got our chipotle. I'm gonna start with just a teaspoon and a half, maybe 2 teaspoons. About the same with the chipotle. What do you
Yes.
think? Oh God, that chipotle, or not chipotle, cumin. Tell them about it, Mom.
Yeah, smell-o-vision.
There you go. We mentioned it.
Everybody needs smell-o-vision.
We mentioned it, so it's a real cooking show now, right?
That's right.
All right, so we got chipotle, man. That too.
Nice.
All right. What are we doing next?
We are going to do, we've got all the dried, so now we're going to go to our, what is that?
That's garlic.
Garlic.
Yeah, so garlic paste. Showed you this before. It's much easier than chopping garlic. You can get this in the vegetable aisle at your grocery store. So we'll just do a tablespoon. Maybe a little more than a tablespoon. Whatever. All right, what's next?
I always do this next.
All right, so pico pico. This is key, right? You can get this at Walmart, Albertsons, whatever.
Depends on where you're at.
Right.
In Colorado, I can't get it.
Right.
So when people come to visit me, I have them bring it to me because I can't have my house without pico pico.
Right. So if you live in a place where they don't have pico pico, move.
Tell a friend.
Or tell a friend. What are you gonna do? All right, so we're gonna. This does have a little bit of spice to it. So again, don't go heavy first off.
Yeah. Taste it.
Taste it. See what you think. Right. So, tell me when.
When.
Okay. I usually put a little more in there.
And he probably will.
Ketchup.
Secret sauce.
So this stuff, like we said in the chili, ketchup is good for cooking because it brings a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of vinegar. It brings a lot of flavor in there. So it's good for that. I don't recommend putting it on anything else. All right, so tell me when, Mom. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Oh,
Nice, son.
there we go.
There you go. Okay.
Okay, we're good. All right, so that's it, right?
That's it.
All right, so we're going to mix this up. We're going to throw it back on the burner so that garlic can kind of cook down, the flavors can kind of meld and do their thing. We'll taste, make sure we like where we're at. And then, because with the ketchup and the pico pico, what we're kind of trying to do is build like a little, little sauce in there. Like, you don't want the meat to be dry. You want it to be nice and moist. So we'll get it back on there. We'll taste it. We'll bring you back. We'll get some taco shells going, and we'll give it a taste. Okay, so now we've got the meat done. It's just kind of staying warm. If it's not the kids, it's the dogs. We've got everything chopped up, so we're about ready to go. Last thing we need to do is the tortillas. I can definitely do this. Don't think I can't, but she's way better at it than me. So, special guest, take us home.
Thank you. Okay, so as you heat the oil in your pan, I kind of put my hand over it, being very careful to feel the heat. So I'm gonna dip the tortilla in, and there are no bubbles, so I'm not gonna lay that in there. Because if the oil isn't hot enough, the tortilla is just gonna soak up that oil, and you're not gonna get that nice fry. But even when I fry them, I'm still wanting a soft shell. So
It's kind of chewy.
yeah.
And we got about an inch of vegetable oil in there.
Yes.
You want something with a higher smoke point. You don't want something with a lot of flavor like olive oil, stuff like that, because you don't want to taste the oil. You just want it to impart that crispiness on there. So I cranked up the heat just a little to see if that brings us into... Yeah, see, you can see right there.
As the bubbles start.
That's what you want.
And these are my tools of choice when doing this.
This is a true skill.
And I like to coat both sides.
Get it started.
And you'll notice, like, as your oil gets hotter, it's going to go a lot quicker.
So I might say you're probably going to be temperature-wise in the ballpark of about 350 to 375 degrees for your oil. And that'll kind of get you nice and cooking. So once you kind of get to this point, you're just kind of watching for it to firm up a little bit. You'll start to see some bubbles, and when you get to that point, you can go ahead and do your fold.
Got my fold. And I kind of stand it up a little bit and do a little smushy to give it a shape.
Get that wide bottom, you know. You want that wide bottom. So you can,
That's a technical term you all can use.
Yeah.
Smushy.
Smushy, not wide bottom. That's trademarked.
And then I dip it onto one side and take my tongs and kind of open it. And let it cook a little bit that way.
Goddamn dogs.
And then I'll flip it over to the other side. Put my tongs in it again. And then you have your plate ready with paper towels. Get off the oil, excess oil. Okay, so that's about ready.
And you can kind of
Gotta
tell, yeah, there's a little movement to it.
Yeah, you don't want it
You want it to
super
be
crisp.
like, crackly. You want it to have a little bit of crunch, but you still want it
But
to
you
have a
want
little
it
bit
to
of chew.
stand up, just like that. And then I let it drain.
Sponsored by Enfamil. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and bang out like 30 or 40 of these things because there's 3 of us eating tacos, and you know, usually at our house there's a competition between my brothers and I, and who can eat more.
Right, I'm still cooking tortillas while
Right.
they're eating.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna tell you what the number is, but I still believe I'm the winner. My brother Brooks over at Nowhere Land. Close second.
Shout
maybe.
out, Brooks.
Yeah, and so me and my brother Brooks and my brother Tommy were taco eating monsters. So that's...
Every time the kids get together and I ask the stupid questions, what do you guys want for dinner?
So
I always expect it to be something different, but it never is.
tacos.
Tacos.
So, so we're gonna bang out a few of these. We'll come back. We'll build. And then we'll let the beard meet the flavor. As always, guys, we're a growing channel, so please, if you like the content, if you like the video, please take a second, like the video, subscribe. You can ring the bell for notifications. I learned what that was. For notifications, to get notifications when new videos come out. Definitely appreciate the support. You know, like I said last time, if you guys have something you want me to try to cook, let me know down in the comments below. And you know, if you guys make some of this stuff at home, give me your feedback. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. So we'll come back, we'll build some tacos. Okay, so we got everything ready. Mom was kind enough to do the part I'm not a huge fan of, making the tacos, because they always come out better when she does it. She always also makes these little guys here, just like a flat, kind of like tostada. Throw a little salt on there. It's kind of like a little chip. delicious. So we're gonna go ahead and build. So we're gonna take the tacos. Get some meat in there. And again, you know, whatever you guys want. You want a lot of meat? You want a little bit of meat? The world is your oyster. Do whatever you want. I would have to say, I think it probably takes twice as long to, you know, put all the stuff in your tacos as it does to actually eat the tacos. So we're gonna do some cheese. I like a lot of cheese. If you like a little bit of cheese, put a little bit of cheese. If you don't like cheese, talk to you guys later. All right, so we've got the cheese. I'm not a huge fan of lettuce, but you know, just for production value, we're gonna throw some lettuce on there. It adds a nice little crunch, but for the most part, I'd rather just have all the super flavorful stuff.
That's the beauty of home cooking. You can add your toppings your way.
Yeah, do your damn thing.
Yeah, set your table, put all the toppings out, and just let them help themselves.
And so, I mean, if I had to compare this, I mean, it's like it's definitely not like a Mexican, you know, maybe Mexican inspired.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't come from a true...
Someone's abuelita, you know?
Yes.
But
like, that's why I call them Gringo tacos,
yeah.
because they're not true, authentic Mexican tacos.
All right, so then, shit. I'm gonna throw a slice of avocado on there. Can you do me a favor? Grab that pico out of the deal. Slippery little fart. Okay. And then I like to finish it off. Oh God.
That's gonna be warm.
So I like the spice. That's a lot. All right. So here you go. This is the finished product.
Whenever you're ready.
All right. So here we go. Finished product. What would that take us?
Maybe 45 minutes?
45 minutes. To give your family a meal like this. Come on.
It's worth it.
All right, so here we go. It's the moment you've all been waiting for.
It's the moment he's been waiting for.
Yeah, that's true. All right, let's let the beard meet the flavor. See how we did. Yeah. I'm telling you. They say smells and stuff can take you back to a place in time. This right here is childhood. Absolutely delicious. The meat is perfect. Not too spicy. Got a good flavor. Can really kind of taste the spices. The meat's fantastic. The toppings on it add a real nice, clean, crisp flavor. The lettuce, the tomatoes. I may start adding lettuce, I don't know.
Oh, I'm a fan.
The big wad of cheddar cheese in there, absolutely cannot go wrong. So do yourself a favor. Make some Gringo tacos for your family, and I guarantee you, you will not be disappointed. Thank you guys for sticking around to the end of the video. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys on the next one. Say bye, Mom.
Bye, YouTube.
See ya.